Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. We are here for episode 2. We chose Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsay Straube, and I apologize if I said your name wrong.
Oh, I love how the
Um,
camera doesn't want it. There we go.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really pretty.
It is a very pretty book.
It's gorgeous.
Don't mind my stickers.
It's
There's
gorgeous.
reasons.
It's correct. So we split this episode into 2 parts because it's long. It's a
It is a
520
hefty
page
book.
book.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to cover, and we wanted to make sure that we really got into it and made sure that we covered everything. Um, so
So on our spice scale, definitely giving this a 5.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yep.
If you've read it, you understand why.
The smut is the plot, and the plot is the smut. They are one and the same.
Yeah, they really,
You don't separate them.
not really, no.
Mm-mm.
I'm okay with it though.
I mean,
The way this was written, it made you comfortable and also just anticipate the next step of what was going to happen intimacy wise for the characters. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun reading it. I'm not gonna lie, I ate this book up.
Yes, you did.
I read it
Yes, you
in
did.
like 2 days. Yeah.
You ate it. I took a little bit longer. I'm not really a long, I've never been a
No,
long
you've never
girl.
been a long book.
It takes me a little while. I not to say I didn't enjoy it. I did.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, given our text conversation.
Yes.
If y'all haven't seen that, check out the Instagram post.
Yeah. Yes. It was very entertaining. I remember because I had started it before you.
Yes.
And then you were like, just kidding. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
But we were kind of neck and neck, and I was trying to like take a break for the day because I was out of town and I wanted to like focus and everything. And then you texted me and you're like the church scene. And
Yeah, that was funny.
Now I
Oh
have
my
to
God.
read that because I went to Catholic school for 11 years, and that is simply the best church scene ever. Ever.
I did not go to Catholic school.
Yeah, well, there's a lot there. That's a story for a different day.
Yeah, true. In other
But there's a lot
words,
there.
in comparison, I'm a heathen, so it's okay.
I mean, I have my little tattoo.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't think I could go in there again
I own
without
it. It's
getting a little
fine.
warm.
I mean,
So,
but yeah, it's just definitely she did a good job
yes.
of the transitioning from story to intimate and how it's so interwoven. It's just I mm, I can't, I wish I had better words.
Well, it's interesting to me too because it's long, and like we said, this month is the plot, and the plot is not. But you're never, it's
No,
never repetitive,
no, it's not.
which is impressive to me,
I
honestly.
also thoroughly enjoy that along this journey with the main female character. I don't want to give stuff away, but at the same time, for whomever may not have read it yet.
Yeah. But the
Like,
general plot
yeah,
is essentially
you're following her through
her journey.
of discovering her sexuality, her self-worth, and just understanding how this works along with the tribulations she has to do with in her real life. And it's just interesting that you can resonate with her on such a level on different ways. I know I did for many different purposes of being like, oh, I'm not that girl and da da da. And she's felt like that until he was like, no, look at yourself. And it was just really,
when they go into each other's noggins.
yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, wow. If only.
But it was just, right?
Dude, that would help
It
me
would
a
help
lot.
so it would help a lot of people, I think. But it was just interesting as a female perspective of that. Seeing it, and it's just educational. Like if a man were to read this, yeah, they'd probably be like, why is there so much sex in this, depending on the dude.
Wow.
I know there's men who like it. It's okay. We don't judge like that.
No.
But depending on the dude, like it's educational, getting you to see that this is some of the weird crap we say to ourselves in our head. Not saying that we're trying to sit there and act like that. It's just that is what our brain does.
We all have bad days.
Correct, we do.
And it happens.
Did notice on this book there's some interesting toxic masculinity happening.
Yeah. So I mean, okay. The
I get
first,
why though.
yes, but first, so like the general plot here, right? We're in this, how I perceive it is a very like post-war, post-apocalyptic situation. There was a war between the basilisks and the humans, and so they are separated.
Fair.
And if you are born like a woman who's born in the same year as the prince goes through this training process with a basilisk to basically be trained
To
in the
please
art
the
of
prince
seduction, sexuality in for the prince's liking. And then he chooses,
based off of who does it the best.
yeah, essentially. That is the essential plot of the whole thing. And how what ends up happening is she ends up falling for both the basilisk and the prince and navigating those relationships. Um, I it is very clear my preference
You
of
don't
man.
say.
Because in the book, his name is Caspian and I love him. But he chooses a green dress for the main character, Tem. Mm, clear the right one. And I also have my snake earrings on. So it's very clear which one is my preference as a reader. They both are lovely. Like the
Oh yeah.
prince, like
I said
Leo
from
is
the beginning
lovely.
it needs to just be a sandwich. Why choose? I said that from the beginning. Why choose?
Hmm.
But that's me.
I feel like that's when you what if that's what you start with, or that's like what you predominantly consume when you read something that's trying to give you that emotional push and pull, you're like,
True. I do love me a
just throw it out
reverse
the
harem.
window.
I'm not
Like,
gonna
what are
lie.
we doing? Like,
Just learn to share.
yeah,
Sharing is caring.
they both love her
Ta-da.
enough.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
And like I said on the reel that I made, there I would need confirmation from the
That's
author
true.
that Caspin has not slept with men.
But if you
There ain't no
read,
way.
there's a section here.
At the very end, that has nothing to do with the plot of the book, but it's exactly what we wanted.
Yes.
And it's very upsetting because it's not part of the plot of the book,
Not gonna
but I
lie,
get it.
I'm excited for book two.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
We'll be doing that one, trust. That's next month.
yeah, right
We
after my birthday. I'm so excited.
happy birthday, Colby. Here's book two.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
But so that's the general plot. But she goes on this whole journey of understanding her own sexual power, and how she feels empowered through sex.
Which is
It's
interesting, and I love it.
and with each man, I would say it's in different ways.
Yes, it is.
She does a lot of teasing push pull with Leo, the human prince, where there's also a lot of
Really
submission,
fun
like
banter.
empowered submission, I would say, with Caspin.
Yes. Because
Because
with
she's happy
Caspin,
and she's
well, right,
comfortable.
with Caspin, she feels safer, and he's the one, for her anyway, that she's got her first experiences with certain
Hmm.
things, and he's helping her see her own beauty and power that she holds over the opposite sex and how she can use that to her benefit.
Hmm.
She just didn't realize how much.
Right. And I mean, I think that
But then
that's
with the prince, it's fun because she's like, oh, wait. Now you want me, and you will do
so
anything to get
earn
me.
me.
Yes,
Earn
and I
me.
love earn me. Yes,
Uh-huh.
that is correct. That is the correct way. I said it wrong.
No, I mean, but that's really like but she takes time to get there.
Yeah, I do love Caspin and her relationship because he is very strong about boundaries and what she's comfortable with and doing
Ye-
and so on, and helping her learn to express those. I feel like a lot of people have a hard time
And it's hard.
figuring out how to express a boundary because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or make somebody mad. That's not what they're there for.
No.
They're there for you.
Hmm.
So if you feel uncomfortable, make sure you express it. It doesn't mean you have to be mean, just
No.
make sure you express it. He helped her learn how to do that for herself, which she also used to her advantage with Leo the prince. But in the way, it made her more seductive and
It's more
what's
it's
the
like a
word?
succubus vibe. Like it's if you
But it made
visually
him
think of a
want her
succubus.
more
Yes, because
because she had those
he
boundaries.
wanted the hard to get,
He
and he
did.
wanted
He
somebody
didn't want
who
somebody easy who was just going to placate
knew who
him.
they were,
Correct.
and like I think that's important. But I mean, I think that segues us pretty well into like the sex ed portion of this. So throughout the book, oh my gosh, there's so much. So much happens in part one. I remember finishing it and being like, there's more?
There's more. I know.
How is there more?
I was excited when I saw part two. I was like, oh,
I was like, how? Well, because there's the
yes.
ritual.
You guys will know when you get there. Don't worry.
Oh my word. Um,
I had to prepare her for that one. Like,
I'm glad you did, because I don't.
well, I wasn't sure. Everybody has different little triggers and things, and we
And
do
it
try and
wasn't
keep
even that.
that.
I was just like, I was gonna need way more time to process if I wasn't prepped for that. Like,
I didn't. I was
wow,
like, let's
dude.
go.
Yeah. So I mean, there's also these cultural differences, and so I think that like the basilisks are very much so more primal, and they have a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like barbaric is the wrong word, but it's very.
No,
It's
primal's a good word.
animalistic, like
It's
in some of their traditions, and the ritual's definitely one of them. For sure. But I think,
interesting.
yeah, that's a word, sure. Um, but I think there's also a level of I enjoy the push and pull of like the times where she doesn't agree with Casman's choices.
Fair.
There's a respect there of like, but it's also a different, like it's a different species.
Yeah.
There's different rules. And
Yes.
there's moments where she learns to accept that.
Yeah.
Because he can't relinquish
Yeah.
his species.
It's who
Like
he
that's
is.
not how that
That's what he
works.
grew up with for the past how
Uh,
long?
and I think she grows into that because the section where it's one of my favorites is when he turns them into stone. It makes me very, very happy. But like she's a problem with that because that's not something that she would do. That's not in her moral code. And she doesn't have
I
a
found it interesting because she also was worried about not just the fact that the humans were turned to
she had a flip
stone,
flop.
but yeah, she did because she was also worried about, is this going to spark another issue with the basilisks on a political level?
Hmm.
Because there's a tentative peace, and as long as there's no violence, and this technically is an act of violence, there would be no more violence as long as nobody was doing anything naughty
Hmm.
other than fun stuff.
Hmm.
But
Well,
it's just but I agree with you. I feel like it needed to happen because they were assholes.
it made me really happy. But I've always preferred, like, that's why I prefer Caspian. He's the morally gray,
Yeah.
like Shadow Daddy, and
He
he
has the
cuts you and
vibe. He's
die.
not a true, but
No,
he is
but he
very
definitely has the
close.
bond. And it's
Yes.
probably because it's his animalistic side. The
Right.
very primal,
Agreed.
like, this is my woman, do not do that.
Yeah.
I
I agree with that.
simply don't. And like in she softens him to
Agreed.
some degree. And so it's a very nice yin yang complementary
I
vibe.
agree with that.
But talking about consent and consensual non-consent and boundaries. So do you want to define consensual non-consent? Sure.
Let's see if I can figure out the best way to explain this. Consensual non-consent. It's like a play of you know your partner is into you and you're in that moment. And I wish I had a better way to explain this.
I will, okay, so how about I'm gonna, and then you can correct me if I'm off.
I feel like I should just Google it and do like the definition,
There's
but at
like,
the same time,
yeah,
I
so
feel
how
like it's up to the
I
perception of the
have
person.
perceived it, right,
Hmm.
is in my own relationship, is pre-discussed boundaries.
Agreed.
So like the moments of I'm gonna put you up against this wall. Like I don't want that to be asked. I want that, but we have already established that
Right.
I am consenting to that behavior.
Right. And in the moment of the act, the play version is where you're pretending you're not really going to want to do that. Like for me with my partner and how that would go, I'd be like, "No, babe, no." And he's still like, "You know you want to." And it's that pushing
The
boundary,
push
even
and
though
pull.
it's a playful
Yeah.
within respect. He knows if I'm being serious. I feel like if you're in that particular relationship, I've been with mine for a while,
Hmm.
it just when your partner is being serious versus when they're not.
Hmm.
So I feel like that's one of those things that you definitely, if you're new in your relationship and discovering different aspects of how that goes for you, you definitely need to make sure you discuss what's okay and what's not.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, yeah, I think there's a lot of perception too.
Lost the
Putting
word.
this delicately.
Uh-oh.
Which I don't do, so I need to.
Which you don't do.
I don't.
Hmm.
I think there's a lot of perceived notions as to what the masculine needs to be in those roles.
Agreed. I feel like the
And I
masculine
think
is done in a way like it's always perceived as they have to be the strong,
they have to be
dominant,
the dominant
whatever.
one, and that's
And
not true.
mm-mm.
Um,
You can be a soft dom and still be in charge.
you can also switch.
Switching is fun.
You can do both, and it's okay. I mean, you have the
And
conversation of
then
the
and
boundaries.
you do get to see that happen
Absolutely, because
in
she is a
this.
very
She does.
different relationship with both men.
Well, you also see her do it with Caspin, though, where she does
Yes.
take control of the
Mhm.
situation, even though normally he is that dominant presence for her
Right.
and normally gears and guides and is that person. She eventually is like, "Ooh, you know what? I want to take control," and does what she wants to do for a moment. And he thoroughly enjoys it.
Right.
Like it, but they also have that understanding and bond, which their bond versus the regular human bond is a very different thing. But
Yeah, because they can talk to each other. They can
yeah,
share consciousness.
which is interesting. Regardless.
I mean, no, I wouldn't. I was thinking about that. I mean, like that would be cool. No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about
I
having him in my brain.
mm-mm. There are some moments where I'm like, can you just explain your train of thought to me?
Yeah,
With like
that
the random,
where
like yesterday when he like sent me a random photo of a deer outside.
what's
Okay.
what's this?
What? Just randomly. Like, okay, sure. You know,
Yeah, no, I got
you wanted to share the deer, I guess. I don't know. But those are the moments where I'm curious. But there are other moments where I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to know.
fair.
I really don't need to know. Um, but I think,
I think the biggest thing though is this really talks about communicating with your partner.
mhm, about all kinds of
It really
things.
does. It really stresses that in so many different ways about communicating with your partner. And I appreciate it because I feel like a lot of people assume and don't really try to communicate. And I mean, really hear them, not just with your ears, but I mean, like, hear them
Hmm.
about things,
Yeah.
depending on what it may be or not be.
Yeah.
It just, I like that. I really, yes.
I
Again,
loved her
do it
journey.
again. Do
Literally.
it again.
But I love her journey because
I,
she started as very much so like, okay, I'm gonna learn. But she was asking questions, she was very curious, and then
yes.
as she grew into like, okay, I have an
Yeah.
understanding of how this and this and this works,
Hmm.
and
Agreed.
these are the aspects I like, I want to do more of this.
Yes.
So it's just very much so learning, which I
Yes.
think, at least for me, that's the whole purpose of me reading the books. Um, is to learn.
Yeah, I'm older than you. I have a little
Well,
more
yeah, you have more. Yeah.
experience under my
Anyway,
belt
but
there.
for people
This
who
just
don't,
this just gave me fun ideas.
co-
Hee hee.
but you see, even then,
Oh,
it's
don't
the same,
worry.
just in a
He
different way.
totally reaped the benefits of this book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He totally
Yeah.
reaped the benefits of this book.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the last bit when it was what I wanted.
that made me so happy. Oh, I was talking with a friend of mine. You
Mm.
know who I'm talking about. And he kept asking me
Mm-hmm.
throughout this whole first of all, he likes to tease me with this because he knows he sounds really nice and I'm trying to get him to do books and stuff. We'll get there. Regardless, he's asking me for little snippets of this and I'm sitting here like, I feel like this is going to be used against me. But then he asked me about, oh, did the sandwich happen? Did you get your sandwich at the end? And I'm sitting here like, sir, what?
Technically, but it's not part of the plot.
Yes. I know. I'm like, yes, but no.
I
And
want a
I'm
square.
mad, but I'm not. I'm happy I got to see it. I'm super glad that became a thing.
Next book, I want a triangle or a square.
Interesting. I'm feeling like I need to
I
know
don't think it's going to be a square.
I need to know what happens there and I don't want to ruin anything. So that's why we're being
Yeah,
really vague.
because that's
There's
also
reasons for
part
that.
two. But
Yeah.
I mean, because I think everybody should have their own unique reading experience. Like, I don't want to
Agreed.
influence
Yeah.
your reading experience.
I definitely know
Yes, your ritual is crazy, y'all.
she was willing to do a lot and tried really, really hard to get communication across for everybody involved
Mm-hmm.
throughout this whole fun shindig happening. Part two, we'll get there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah,
Part two, yeah, because let's see, is it where is it? Where is it? Yeah, part two, right there.
yeah. Uh-huh.
I did not expect that. I thought it was going to be the one book, but part two.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
Lord.
Yeah, I think the overall takeaways is that
Communicate,
yeah, but like
please.
sex that involves multiple partners, like
Oh, well,
you're
that's different.
well, no. I mean like just two people. And then also if you wanted to add more,
Yeah, if you're
the
poly.
foundation is still similar,
Yeah,
where
if
you
you're
need to
poly, you still,
communicate,
yeah, you have to make
and
sure.
each person involved has their own emotions, desires that go into that.
Yeah.
Um, so yes, it's two people coming together, but each individual has their own desire, their own level of what they need to feel satisfied. And communicating that so that both partners leave the experience happy and satisfied and feel empowered in it and don't feel like,
Right.
well, that kind of sucks. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
right.
And I mean,
Yeah, I think I understand. I think I understand what you're
there's
trying to
different
explain.
kinds of things too, where like not necessarily maintenance, but like it's not going to be. I don't perceive that every single time is gonna be mind blowing.
Right. No, sometimes it's just fun and gentle and relaxing,
Right.
and
Like,
other times,
God.
it's like a big marathon goal.
Yes. Yeah.
It
I mean,
doesn't.
and that's all of that's in there,
This was
actually.
a.
It had all of it, covered all the bases.
It did.
It covered every single base. Every single base.
I look forward to discussing part two
Part
because
two,
it's a different view.
iconic moment.
Yeah,
And
it's a different view. You really enjoyed that.
because
I
I'm
don't even know.
really funny.
I
I'm
mean,
hilarious. Did you expect that from
no,
me?
no. I just
Exactly.
love getting the random Ken doll and fucking. When I'm sitting here, what?
And then I sent you a photo
And I was
as a
like,
reference. And you were like, yeah.
oh.
Because I was right. And it was hilarious because I'm really funny. I'm so funny.
No.
Yes, I
No.
am funny.
No, not as in no, you're not funny. No, as in I just can't.
Um, yeah, overall, I think at least the first part of the book for us that we take away to implement healthy sex practices is communication and consent are the foundation of a
Definitely this book.
pleasurable
I definitely agree.
and positive sexual experience. And I mean, for me reading a book, I love reading The Dominant Shadow Daddy, but like the moments where the woman takes the power too is great, you know? And I think that it's really unfair for anybody to perpetuate that the man always has to be
Yeah.
stoic and in charge. Like, I don't like,
Yeah.
especially with something so vulnerable, something that is like
Right.
very emotional. Like, if they don't want to be in charge, they
Yeah.
don't want to be in charge. And there it is, I don't want to be in charge. I'm in charge a lot of the time.
Fair.
I'm a very dominant personality. I take up a lot of space.
I literally take up a lot of space. What do you mean?
Anyway, but I think it's fair to go both ways. And if people say that they're like, if you have a partner who's not into what you want, then they're just not for you. And that's
I
not
agree
a
with that.
like I feel like
You can find common grounds, but again,
yeah,
if you guys are just not on the same page, you're not on the same page, and it's
and that's
okay.
okay. You will find somebody who will be on the same page as you.
I think my biggest takeaway from this book,
Part one of the day.
fair, part to be specific,
Yes.
my biggest takeaway from part one was for me, just I got to go back and feel like I was a teenager again and experience her journey, but remembering it from my point of view
Mm.
and just being like, damn, she really hit all of it. And I
Mm-hmm.
really thoroughly appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that she gave two different male aspects for her to experiment with on that journey,
Yeah.
just to show two different, very different personalities, their strong personalities, and just how that would blossom into different things. And I thoroughly enjoyed the book.
Yeah, it was really well written. Like
I
it was like
agree.
poetry. Like that's what I said. I was like, it was very
Oh
well
yeah, it was
written.
really good.
Did I have moments that I was like, I would never describe things like that?
Hey,
Yes, but
that's
that's my
okay.
own personal preference,
Correct. Just
and
because it's
that's
not,
allowed.
yeah. I don't
But
understand. Like
regardless,
on Book Talk, I see all these people getting mad at this because they didn't like that in the book and it triggered them. That's why there's trigger warnings. If you don't like it, don't read it. I don't understand why you're
yeah, I
attacking
mean, keep your
people over
peace,
that.
and like I
It's
think
okay if you don't like what I like.
absolutely.
Why are you attacking people over this? I don't understand.
There's enough books. There's so many books.
Right? But it's turned into it. Sorry, you know what? Let's go back to the other topic.
Just kidding. Um,
That's a
but
topic for a different day.
yes, I think I mean, yeah, the book was great. It was very well written. There's
Okay.
something about every aspect, Tem's journey, Leo's journey, Caspian's journey that anybody can really relate to
Yeah, I
personally.
agree.
Like there are aspects where I
I feel it's good. I mean,
felt
I understand
very,
it's written by a woman, but I feel like men would enjoy this for a different reason.
yeah.
I feel like it's a good,
Mm-hmm.
as I'm staring at it, because it's a beautiful book.
It's
It's so
it's
pretty.
stunning.
Oh, but it's one of those, you got to read it. Read it and
Mm-hmm.
let us know. Let us know your opinion, you guys. Like,
Absolutely.
definitely tell us. And if you're like, no, it wasn't for me, that's okay. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Why, what would you like different? Or what's a book that you think is similar that we would enjoy? Because the Trust and Believe, I ate this up.
Yeah, you did.
Give me another one. She's laughing at me because
November.
I started
Next
reading it
month.
again. I don't have problems. I'm fine, I promise.
Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Eventually, we'll go into the details of how many books I read at a time and what they're for.
I don't know how you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
No. I can't listen to them. I have a problem. Anyway. So yeah. You can follow us on Instagram. It's just at and then the podcast name. Um, we post updates, really fun reactions, favorite quotes, all kinds of stuff on there.
We text often. You might see this a lot more.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, and we have our link tree with all of our streaming
Yes.
where we are. We're on Apple now. And some affiliate links like to the store that we get to film in. And
Yes.
then make sure you comment, interact with us. We love it. We love
Yeah.
book recommendations because I mean, this is if we pick, this is
Yeah, I know. I jumped right
what
in.
we're
I
gonna be
kind of just
reading.
decided we
Uh,
were doing, well, what could we do for Halloween? And I was like, snake. Ooh, snake. And then
pretty much. So yeah, because we read a lot of romantasy. That's just our genre preference.
I
But
read a lot of other things though, too.
yes,
So you never know.
and I'm willing to try anything at least one time.
Yes,
So I
you
don't
have
really
been
care.
very good about that.
Yeah. I'm very open-minded. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where we post our video stuff. Everything else on streaming is just the audio.
Yeah.
Which if you're watching this, it's down below. Um, yeah.
All right, y'all. Stay hot, stay hydrated, and always check your content warnings. We'll see you next time.